Scorpio, welcome to I Am the Monad Tarot. Let's ring our bell, Scorpio. All right. I certainly hope and pray that all is well. Thank you for all your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscribes. Welcome to new members and welcome to new subscribers. Become a member here at I Am the Monad Tarot, where we have early access to videos as well as members only videos. Currently, I'm conducting an 8-week course on the healing of the chakras. If you're interested, become a member at the $5.99 level for members only, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, let's get you some good shuffles in and we will begin your reading. I don't know the name of this deck, Scorpio. I got this deck years ago, and when I ordered it, it came with only the box, no book or anything. And so I just totally forgot the name of the deck. All right. It's a beautiful deck. I haven't used it in quite a while. All right, give you a nice 3-way split. Cards just falling out. I'm gonna give that one more shuffle. All right, let's get into it, Scorpio. I just keep hearing that song. What is it, by Drake? Okay, about showing fake love. Okay, like someone has been showing fake love. Like they don't, they don't really love you, or they're lying to you. They want, I don't know, they want to love you, they want to give you love, but it's not real. Okay. Know what it's all about. It's like this person has no leg to stand on with this. It's like double-minded. One minute they want to show you love, or they want to love you. The next minute they don't know how they feel. Okay, going back and forth constantly. Okay, I'm not quite sure why. They want to explain to you, okay, how they feel. I don't know. They want to reveal it. I think they think that that you're going to reject them, okay, if they tell you what's really going on with them, okay, in regards to how they feel about you. I just keep hearing they want to love you. Okay, but I don't know, they're lying to themselves about something. I wonder if this person is involved with somebody. Okay, I'm not saying that at this point. I just a feeling that I had. Okay, but let's see what the situation is, Scorpio. I feel like this person here, I kind of feel like they might be kind of fake. I feel like they might be married. Okay. Or maybe they're possibly, maybe they walked away from a marriage. Okay, or ended one. Okay. They have some kind of issues when it comes to, I feel like, love. Okay, in relationships, and whatever the issues are, they probably don't want to tell you that. Okay, but they want to tell you, how they're going back and forth. Okay, how one minute they want to love you, and the next minute they want to run. I don't know if this person has ever ghosted you. They may even this person may come across as kind of cold, kind of aloof. Okay. I feel like, that kind of cool, calm, collected. And it's either they have some kind of mother issues, okay, or they have, yeah, I think they have mother issues. I think this person is married, Scorpio. I think they're married, but I do think this person has maybe some kind of mommy wounding or something like that. Okay. It's like they want something. Okay. I don't know if this person know what they want. Okay, but they don't want it. They don't want the relationship they have with you to end. Okay. But I do feel like maybe 1 minute they're there, 1 minute they're loving all up on you and blah, blah, blah. And the next minute they're gone or they're cold. Draining, I'm hearing. Okay. They may even say something like, I want to love you, but I don't know how. You know, that type of thing. Okay. They act like they're carrying this wounding. I definitely see that, you know, they're carrying it, okay, burdensome. But I feel like, you know, it's a protective measure for them, okay, to 1 minute be there, the next minute not be there, or be cold and aloof. But I feel like when they are, you know, warm, it's really nice. Okay, it feels really good. Okay, like they're really there, showing up. Okay, but then they're gone the next minute, which is not cool. You know what I'm saying? Because of what it does to you, your heart center and your mind and whatnot. Okay, but they've been able to be this way without delving into whatever the mother wounding is that they have, whatever the mommy issues, you know, they have. They've been able to not go too deep, okay, in relationships. And it's, in their mind, it's worked out for them. Okay, like I don't have to go deeper. Okay, I don't have to show no more affection than this. I don't have to tell them exactly how I feel. Okay, I don't have to tell them the truth. Okay, of how I feel. This is how they are. This is where they're at. Okay. Whatever this is with this mother wounding, I feel like maybe there was something around their mother that, with their mother, maybe they didn't feel protected, okay, by her, okay, by this mother. Very, the mother may have even been a little closed off, okay, emotionally so, okay, but there's some kind of block here, or, you know, just, yeah. It's like I feel like this mother was there physically, okay, but not really there emotionally, okay. But it's something about protection, okay, like they needed this mother's protection. Okay. And I feel like this person, they're not able to really, something about not being able to manifest here. And I don't think it's well, it could be in regards to material things. Okay, because at first I was gonna say, I don't think it is, but it could be in regards to material things. Okay, they have a hard time, you know, making things happen. Okay, or manifest. I mean, like the desires of their heart. I keep hearing that, manifesting the desires of their heart. Yeah. See, they're able to, they get by on very little. And I don't necessarily mean on, okay, pentacles, money, materialistic things. But that could be it too. That could be an issue. Okay. Now to some, this person may look like they're doing fine, okay, financially, okay. I'm in financially in order, okay, so they have things in order. I don't feel like I'm not getting the energy of someone who's out there just, destitute, okay. But it could be some kind of blockage here with this mother wounding, that they could be able to manifest so much more. They could have so much more. Okay, even, in the materialistic realm, if they were able to get to that wounding, okay, and clean that up and heal that, they could make so much more happen. Okay, I'm hearing freeze, okay, like frozen, okay, frozen in time. They're only able to go so far with their manifestations, okay. It's just this protective thing, and this issue, I feel like, with love, okay, this mother wounding. Yeah. They don't want to, whatever they have now, whatever they've planted, the seeds that they've planted, whatever has blossomed as a result of what they've already planted, they fine with that. Okay. They've done well with that. Okay, they've been victorious with that. Okay, but again, here we're lined up with this mother wounding, because they haven't dealt with it or healed it, or I even feel like, or even acknowledged it. Okay, even really looked at it. It's like if the wheel was turning in their favor at one point, and they were doing well at one point. It's they could have when they were younger. Okay, been doing very well in life, financially, so on and so forth. But they may find themselves at a point now where it's like, I can't manifest the way I used to. I used to be able to do, A, B, C, and D, and it just, blossom and bloom, and great things would happen, and I can't do it. It's like they feel stuck. And I feel like part of the issue is, as I feel like they're getting older, and as we get older, these things, wounding and all of that kind of stuff, maybe at some point we could operate without even thinking about it and still do fairly well. But as we get older, and I'm not saying old, I'm just saying older, okay, these things start to come to the surface in some way, whether physically, mentally, psychologically, spiritually, whatever, okay, because the wounding is there. Okay, and it hasn't been healed. So this person may be at a point now where it's like they feel like the wheel is no longer turning in their favor, like they can't manifest like they used to. And this is bothering this person. It is bothering this person, and with the Four of Wands in reverse, it has something to do, again, with this mother wounding. It has to do with the home. Okay. Maybe they didn't grow up in a very happy home. It's something with this mother, okay, and not feeling protected, okay, by her. And again, I feel like she may have been kind of shut down herself, okay, blocked out things, blocked out people, blocked out, emotions. Maybe there was a situation, whatever the protection is all about, maybe she was not able to, okay, maybe she was living in some kind of fear herself. I don't know. I don't know. See, this person, regardless of how they feel and their issues, be careful with your heart here, okay? with them, because I'm not telling you to break up with, walk away from. You make your own choice and your decision, okay? But I feel that it might be better to just be friends with this person, or maybe be careful of your expectations. Again, like I said, when they love, they love. Okay, they really love. If it's, I feel like they might be all over you and just making you feel so warm and fuzzy and safe. But when they exit and you don't hear from them for a few days, or even if you do and they're kind of cold and distant, okay, that's a pulling on your energy. Okay, that pulls. It's just that that can drive you crazy. Okay, and you may be asking them, like I see here, you may be. And I feel like you probably be careful how you approach this person. Okay. Now, I don't know. Either you're careful maybe there are times you're careful how you approach this person, but there also might be times, hold on. There might be times when you kind of just yell and scream at this person, okay? Because it's triggering and it pulls on your energy, okay? Because you might try to talk to them and ask them what's this all about, okay? 1 minute you're there and warm, and then the next minute you're cold and aloof. Why are you doing that? And like I said, there might be times where you just go haywire on this person. Okay. There might be times where you feel like you want to turn your back on this person. Okay. You might give this person the silent treatment at times, okay, from them doing this. But it doesn't change their behavior. They continue on. They keep doing it. And that's not going to change them. They have to get into what's really going on with them. And if they don't, I mean, they might even one day tell you, see, this would be heartbreaking. Let's just be friends. Okay, they might friend zone you. And this is the type of person that might do it after, a hot, passionate night. And they done spoiled you, made you feel so wonderful and good and great. And then next thing you know, they leaving out the next morning. You thought y'all was going to cuddle and whatnot. And they like, this is the end of that. Let's just be friends. Or just call you or text you. Okay. Because it's getting too deep for them. They haven't gone to the depths of what's happening inside of them. This mother wounding that they have. And where they feel vulnerable, they don't feel protected. And it may feel like to them like they're losing control, like they don't have control over their life. Okay, because of this shit. Okay. And I feel like you definitely want to make it work. Okay. You want to try to make this work. You want to try to build with this person. I feel like, you really, I don't know about the love and all that. I just feel like you see a possibility with this person, or you just see a relationship with this person, a lifelong committed relationship. Okay. You just have to know that this person will, if they don't heal this, okay, they're gonna have their times where they're gonna go into their, isolation, quiet, ain't gonna say shit to you, or what this cold, aloof thing. They're going to continue to do that, and even still with the relationship. See, this is the type of, they might even marry you too, but that doesn't mean that they're going to change, that they're going to go deeper with you. They say when you marry me, you think, oh, this is it. They're going to, no, they can still, if they don't heal the wounding. Okay. And you might feel, again, turning your back on this person, or wanting to turn your back on them. Okay. Maybe even feeling a sense of, loss and regret. Okay, maybe even feeling like at times like you wasted your time here. Okay, feeling like you went into the unknown here with this 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay, feeling like, you know, you took a risk, and here it is. It just getting married or living together or whatever the case did not change this person's behavior. Okay, and of course you're taking it personally, of course, but it's not, this person would do this with whomever, okay, they were in a relationship with. Okay, break in here would be the breaking of your heart with this Three of Swords upright. Again, they're not going to change. There'll be no expansion. They're going to be in the same shit, and you're going to feel like you're constantly battling with this person, battling with something that, you know, you don't know what it is. Okay, and it just would be that cycle. Okay, the cycle would continue, and they'll be right there in that house with you, married and all, just quiet and aloof and not talking to you for days. Okay, and then come with the flowers or whatever. Okay, loving all up on you, and you get your hopes up again, and only for it to be let down, and it would just keep going like that. Okay. Yeah, it's like it's not going to be an abundant, okay, relationship in regards to getting to the heart of deep connection, okay, with this person. And see, they like I said, they might do that, you know. But see, even this person, either the type that if they were to say to you in some text or something silly, let's just be friends or whatever, guess what? Give it a week or a couple of weeks, they'll be knocking on your door. That's what they're gonna do. I miss you, baby, I love you, and blah blah blah. You're gonna just keep doing that. It's just gonna be a cycle, and it will be hard to escape up out of, I feel. And with this Queen of Wands in reverse, so you don't want to let this situation turn you into, make you lose yourself, okay? And turn you into, you know, being bitter and scorned, especially with this person, and going out and cheating and having you an emotional wreck and whatnot, okay? And doing some, you know, things that may be out of your character simply because, oh, this person got some emotional wounding and mommy wounds that they're not dealing with. And you would even see Ace of Cups in reverse. They're not dealing with what's happening within, okay, or whatever happened to this person. And I was gonna say you would even what was I gonna? You might even find yourself doing some things to get back at this person for that coldness when they decide to be cold to you. Again, that may be out of your character, or that might cause, you know, be toxic and cause some problems, and thinking that it's going to make this person change or something, you know, trying to get back at the person, and they will still be cold, and even in their response. Like, I mean, like, all right, well, hey, you know, you went out there, you slept around or whatever. Okay, you cheated. You was out all night with your girls or whatever. I don't know what you was doing, okay. All right, what's for dinner? And he was like, motherfucker, you don't even care? You understand what I'm saying? And it's not that they don't. They do. But they got issues here. You understand what I'm saying? That they ain't dealing with. Okay. All right, I don't know. Let me see, anything else. I really feel like, you know, the key for you is just to be honest with this person, but make sure you be honest with yourself, okay? In regard, don't play no mind game with yourself. You may love this person or see a great, you see potential, you feel like you see some kind of potential, but you know, sometimes your potential sometimes just stays that, you know. You know, you make your choice and your decision, but know what it is that you are dealing with. Okay, I don't know what this Judgment card is all about here in this Sun card. This person, they're not going to be a leader here in the home. They're not. I'm not saying they ain't gonna go out there and work and bring home the bacon so you can fry it up in the pan, but they're not going to take on the role of being a leader. If that's fine with you, I mean, if that's fine with you, just know that they're not. Okay, they're gonna be there, They may be the type where you choose. You mean it's your what whatever it may be. When you may want them to take a leadership role and whatever, and they be like, no, you do it. Okay, whatever you want is fine with me. Okay, can be very kind of, I don't know if it's not so much complacent, maybe just a little too laid back at times, okay? But it depends. You may be the type of person where you don't mind that. You don't mind taking that. But if you want this person to take a leadership role, and they're not going to. This person can do so many things in the way they respond that it will feel like they simply don't care. That's what it will feel like. That's how they come across. But I don't think that it's a matter of they don't care. I think it's a matter they got some wounding that they're just not dealing with. Okay? So they hold back a lot. Okay? Really closed off a lot. All right? Yeah. Okay, they're going to tell you, you make the decision and whatnot. They ain't going to do it. Okay. All right. I feel like that's it. Okay. Let's see what we have here for Scorpio from the Precious Gems Oracle. Scorpio. Okay. Chalcedony, 9 conversion. Your life path number might be 9 here. Okay. Doubts, fear, and weariness gather to me like lost souls in the winter. Yeah. Doubt, fear, I see a lot of that. Okay, weariness with this person. By my hearth they are warmed, fed, and restored. In the place of doubt stands confidence. Where there was fear is courage. By the manna of my love, weakness is now strength. Like beings awakened in the spring, they are returned to the world whole and purposeful. And see, this person too may be the type where when you initially meet this person, especially if there's a nice strong magnetic connection where they may just go overboard, with all the love, showering you with all the affection and everything, okay? And then over time, they pull back, all right? And you'll be, well, what's wrong? And they, nothing, nothing, baby, I still love you, Okay. A blend of quartz and morganite. Chalcedony is a soft blue translucent stone with a waxy luster. Chalcedony affects the sacral and solar plexus chakras. It is associated with the zodiac signs of Aquarius, Cancer, Sagittarius, and Virgo, and the element of water. One of its most beneficial qualities is its ability to absorb negative thoughts or energies and promote goodwill. This beautiful gem will transform sadness to joy and anger to patience. When you draw this card, it will help you let go of self-doubt, resentment, and procrastination. Chalcedony also promotes friendship and is known as a stone of brotherhood. Wear this stone when building working relationships or healing a rift with a loved one. The calming, cooling properties naturally energize and strengthen those it encounters, both mentally and physically. Divinatory meaning. A negative culminates in a positive. The release of a helpful emotion or idea creates space for a healthier, more beneficial approach. Embrace and explore a problem for learning, assimilation, and growth. Affirmations. I am cool, calm, and energized. I transform negativity into positive thoughts and actions. I am a valuable friend and appreciate the friends I have. I am confident and radiate waves of positive energy. I certainly hope that resonated with some Scorpio. I ask that you all like, share, and subscribe. To those who have subscribed to my channel, thank you. If you have not, but you watch my videos, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, thumbs up, comment, come over, see what's happening here at I Am the Monette Tarot. Like my videos, please. You all have favor. Peace.